What is an argument? Now, we've all had arguments at some point in our life with someone else. No two people are going to have all of the same beliefs, and because of that, we're going to get into arguments with other people. Now, an argument is going to be some sort of conversation between at least two people about varying beliefs. This is normally going to be a very heated argument, but not always. It depends on the two people. Now, I'm going to teach you how to make a proper argument, and this is going to be an argument that does not require the heatedness that happens when people tend to create arguments. Now, today I'm going to talk to you about how to create a presentation for a speech of some sort about an argumentative topic. Then I'm going to tell you how to support that argument with evidence and statistics. After that, I will talk to you about the confidence, tone, and posture, and how that is all going to affect the argument that you give. Now, first I'd like to talk to you about how you make a presentation. Now, first you've got to pick a topic. When picking a topic, it needs to be something that interests you, would be interesting to a general audience, and is something you know about. If you don't know anything about the topic, it requires a lot of time of research that would be wasted when you already could have prior knowledge on the topic. Now, it needs to interest you, and it also is going to need to interest the audience. If the audience isn't interested in your topic, then they're not going to listen to you and what you're saying. The whole point of an argumentative presentation is to make sure that people listen to what you're talking about. If they're not listening, then you might as well not be presenting. Now, structure is also very important when you're talking about a presentation. You want to make sure that you're going in some sort of chronological or numerical order. By doing so, this is going to allow for people to understand the flow of what you're talking about. Often in these presentations, you learn that you need to use things called ethos, pathos, and logos, which allow for you to build an emotion and logic into your presentation. It's often documented that if someone is to use ethos, pathos, and logos correctly, that it will help the audience better connect with the presentation. Now that I've talked to you how to create a presentation, I'd like to talk to you about how to support it. Supporting your topic is very important. When you make sure that you're supporting your topic with evidence, it makes it a lot more powerful. Using statistics like 30%, 50%, 1 in 5, these kind of percentages draw attention and make your topic more well-supported. Having a well-supported argument is going to make it more beneficial. It's documented that about 30% of people receive motion sickness during a 3D movie. This was documented through a 1,200 person study through 3 cities. If it had been only a 10-person study, no one would have listened to it because the opinions of 10 people do not affect the world. But when you get into the thousands and the hundreds of thousands, it's far more important. It's also documented that about 80% of Americans consider themselves Christians, but only about 25% of those go to any formal church or receive any formal practices. Now that I've talked to you about how to support your topic, I'd like to talk to you about how confidence, tone, and posture all build in. When you're giving a presentation, the most important thing that you can do is have good body language and confidence. If you talk to someone but it doesn't sound like you know what you're talking about, they won't believe that you do. Use all the statistics and all the information you want from professors, they won't understand what it is you're talking about. Now, Dr. Scott said that an argument is very important to make sure that you are not hindering on other people. Make sure that you are not hindering other people's beliefs, but stating the facts and the information that you know. If you do this in confidence, people will be more likely to listen to you and to believe what you have to say. In conclusion today, you've learned how to make a proper argument. Use well-supported documented facts on a topic that interests you. When you do this with good body language and confidence, you'll be able to help others believe as you believe, or at least explain to them what you believe in a non-offending manner. It is up to you to apply that knowledge in your own life.